So I'm on the Dragon Ball Legends Twitter page, and obviously, as you can see, Ultra Ui Goku is going to be getting his platinum equipment. This means a lot of things. This is a kind of a scary equip, to be completely honest with you. Because first of all, this guy is pretty. He's pretty not. He's pretty young, to be honest. He's only been out for about a year, not even a full 2 years. I think it's been like a year and 11 months now. He might be the quickest character to ever get a plat. If I'm not mistaken, he might be, which is just crazy. This guy has a lot of tools. He can be running a lot of teams, but I'm gonna go over his kit real quick, and then just go over what you guys could potentially run, and we have to see what the equip has with it. But this guy might actually be one of the best, if not the best character in the game. So be prepared. So here's Ultra UI Sign Goku's abilities. This guy is gonna make the game so passive, man. And I already know. I'm thinking of some combinations of teams. I'm thinking like UI 13 and Namek Goku. Probably a crazy team there. UI Gogeta 13, whatever. Like it's just gonna be some crazy teams here. But this guy is obviously in a lot of teams because he has Universe Rep, Sun Family, all that. Saiyan, a God Key. So I'm just gonna go on like a quick rundown of his entire kit here, so you guys get an idea of what exactly, I guess, a refresher on exactly what he does. But main ability: Instinct that surpasses the mind. Randomly destroy 2 of your own cards and draw a special arts card. And the ultimate card: Instantaneous Assault next. Restore own health by 30% and ki by 30. Restore your own unique gauge by 50%. Notify enemies. Restores health when it reaches 0. FX for 15 counts when this character attacks. 25 counts must have elapsed, so I mean, the ultra ability, you guys probably already know about that. Yeah. Alright, so we have the Pride and Promise and Trust. When battle starts, 100%, 50% damage inflicted. Definitely will increase with the plat. 50% of key recovery, reduces damage received by 70%. Increases increases arts card draw speed by a level 1. So he's doing card draw speed -1 basically. Applies itself to a battlefield. Restore key by 30. -10 to blast cost for 10 timer counts. Solidify unfavorable element factors for 5 timer counts. So applies the following effects when this character enters the battlefield. So I'm assuming the first time you enter the battlefield, just neutral immediately. Okay. Also applies the following effects according to the number of remaining battle members. 3 battle members remain 30% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Increase the card draw speed by level 1 for 5 counts. 2 battle members 50%. And instead of the card draw speed +1 for 5 is 10, and unique gauge plus 50%. Then if you're last man standing, you have 70%. Same thing with the card draw speed, and restores unique gauge by 100%. That is crazy. Pretty good. Okay, the following effects occur when this character switches standby. 30% to own unique gauge for 10 timer counts, 50% to health restoration for 10 timer counts. Gradually restores own health for each timer count for 20 counts. Cancel own attribute downgrades for abdominal conditions. Reduce enemies Dragon Balls by 1. Activates twice. That's good. Following effects occur when an enemy activates Ultimate Awaken or Rising Rush when this character on the battlefield. Restores own health by 30%. Nullifies unfavorable factors for damage sustained for 5 counts. Shortens ally sub counts by 5, which is very good. The counts by 5 is very good. Reduces enemy key by 100, reducing vanish gauge to 0%. I do not remember him doing this. Wow, that's crazy. Reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0%. Wow. I really do not remember that being part of his kit. Okay, inflict enemy with attribute downgrade -50% to Ultimate Awaken Arts for 3 timer counts. That's gonna be very annoying. I mean, there's in the meta right now, how many characters have an ultimate? I mean, it has to do more so with a rush though, because let's say you're last man standing, you pretty much, if you like ult and you don't kill the Goku, you pretty much lose, right? That's crazy. All right. His cover change is a strike art, so yeah, so I know how that works. Evade attacks, you know how that works as well. But when he evades, okay, let's do that. Draw special arts cards next. Once 15% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, -5 to own arts cost for 10 timer counts. Apply buff effect, nullify enemy, reduce key effects to sell for 10 timer counts. Shorten ally substitutions by 1. So that's when his auto counter or his gauge activates to dodge attacks. That's pretty crazy. Shorten ally sub counts by 1. That's kind of crazy, dude. If performing against his character's strike or blast attack nullifies enemy cover, change special conditions activate when changing and knocks them back to long range. Okay, activation count resets when his character enters the battlefield with if there are 2 defeated battle members. And then obviously this is the cover change nullifying thing there. You guys know how that works. He gets another one, I'm pretty sure, when he's last man standing. So he gets, I think, a total of 3 ultimates. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, and I already know. You guys know about that. The strike is just gives damage. It gives damage inflicted upon activation, but it's not blast armor or anything like that. The green card, draw a blast card next. Restore own health by 15% and key by 50. 50% damage inflicted for 10 counts. 40% to the next blast damage inflicted. Applies buff effects and nullifies enemy actions. Activates when changing cover for 10 timer counts. The blue card deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effect upon self upon activation. Restore key by 30. 35% of special move damage. Destroy all your enemies' special moves and special arts cards on hit. That's decent. Then the ultimate deals supreme impact damage. The following effects occur upon activation. 50% of ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Restores own unique gauge by 70%. Apply attribute downgrades -20% to enemy sustained damage cut effects to self for 3 timer counts. Seal enemies riding rush for 10 timer counts. That's pretty crazy. That's good. Also nullify owns unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts if there's any defeated battle members. And just blast armor. Yeah, but that's the quick, I guess, rundown of his kit there. What he has right now. But yeah, this Ultra UI, he believe it or not, he might actually, because if you look back to the 7th anniversary, he's in the same slot as Hits. Now, I know this is like a completely different celebration from that, but he's coming out a week before Part 2 starts, just like Hit did. So he's gonna have a week of, I feel like, a reign. Unless he might be, for all I know, he might be completely different from Hit. So don't take my word fully from it. But if you look back, Hit was actually like insanely good when he dropped, right? And then Part 2 happened, and then he kind of just fizzled out, and like for after that 1 week, pretty much. But I feel like this guy actually could be different though, because he has the auto dodging, he has the ridiculous cover change thing. He can be ran on way more teams in comparison to Hit. And he's so new that it feels a little bit unfair that he's getting his plat. The only thing I can think of is like if they release a red next part, then he'll probably be in a bad spot. But even with a red though, because he's neutral when he does the cover change thing, reds don't matter as much, and I think shake up the meta. I mean, teams you could probably run with him is obviously Gogeta, 13, and Namek Goku. You got Gogeta, 13, and him. What else? I'm trying to think. Uni reps. You can just run Uni reps again. You can put him next to UI and have a crazy, ridiculous, just stalling out freaking battle there. But besides the teams though, because I actually will make a separate video on what teams to use with Ultra UI, but I think this is a big hint for Part 2. I know the full power Jiren obviously meant that we're probably getting this plat, but I also think this means something for Part 2. I think Uni reps is definitely very possible for Part 2. I will be doing a prediction video for Part 2 coming up, but this is huge, man. This is huge because they're dropping Ultra a plat for this guy. I mean, he can run him on some family and stuff, but Uni reps is probably his main target, to be honest. So Uh, I'm assuming that he's gonna get more buffs. I mean, full power Jiren ain't gonna cut it. I mean, blue UI is still decent, but Gogeta exists now, so it's not much blue UI can do to Gogeta. Um, but yeah, brace yourself. This guy might be a pretty insane unit, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.